All right, let's go live. Hello. Oh, they already got music. Cool. I had like Fable music going, but we are about to watch the Xbox Developer Direct, which is this right? There we go. Let's do that. Oh, but let's get rid of that, and then have this matchup. Booyah! Cool. Yeah, we are about to watch the Xbox Developer Direct of 2026. And man, also let me see. Can I scoot this over a little bit? Right there. Okay. And yeah, man, this is a developer direct that we will be getting our first look at Forza Horizon 6, along with our first deep dive of Fable, which is huge. And on screen here is also Beast of Reincarnation, aka the people that make Pokemon. The studio, at least, that develops the Pokemon games, the big ones. They're working on a game that apparently can show that they have the capability of making a good-looking game. And of course, probably a mysterious fourth. And I want to say how this stream is going to work is we're going to be live reacting to it. We're speculating beforehand, you know, before the show starts. We're going to watch it together. We're going to speculate a bit beforehand and share what we hope for certain things. And then afterwards, I'm going to hang out for like maybe 10 or 15 minutes, because tonight we're going to go into a deep dive. Tonight, I'm going to go into a deep dive with it, with Rob from the Gaming Duo, back again. He just spontaneously joined the other week when I was just talking about Xbox. Just so happens that he's available tonight. I reached out to a couple people, but Rob was the one that answered the call. So he and I will go into a deep dive about this direct tonight. So that's what we're doing. We're speculating now. We're going to react to the show and then just share like maybe 10 minutes or so afterwards, just initial impressions. And then tonight we will go into a deep dive. So I hope you will join for that. But for now, hello, it's Samurai Kibuji. And shout out to the people that make this stream possible, the patron guardians, Seagreen, Steffi, Christine, Supertone, Madsen, FoxLeCredule, JoeySTRIKE, Ninjaair. Thank you. Those are the high tier patrons this month. You guys make all this possible. And if you feel like joining them, you are welcome to do so at patreon.com/SamuraiKibuji, where you can make all this content possible. Really appreciate y'all. But for now, hello to the people watching live: Ashraf, Creature, Jacob, Adar, Bobby. Guys, thank you very much for being here. And what are we feeling about this show? What do you... I did a poll and everybody was saying the thing that they're looking forward to most is Fable, but I don't know if there's something else you might be feeling. Maybe it's more about Beast of Reincarnation and how that's gonna do, or maybe it's just I'm excited to get a first look at Forza. Just I would love to see like what you have in mind. By the way, look at this. This is a second cam. Also, hey, track me. There you go. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that dude. He can freaking follow me. Isn't that cool? Thank you, patrons. Thank you so much. Let's see. Bobby, hey, Kibuji, I'm so excited. Imagine if Forza Horizon 6 gets a Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift DLC. That would be cool. That would be cool. But I don't know if it needs a DLC. Like, there's some things, actually, about Forza that I would love to discuss. C2, Fable time. Yeah, Fable is definitely going to be the main thing that we are looking forward to. Yeah. Jacob, at the same time that Platinum Games got access to Ninja Gaiden IP, which led to Ninja Gaiden 4, yes, they also got access to the Dead or Alive IP. I thought they always had access to that, or am I wrong? I'm not sure about that. Bobby, I want to see Forza game with more city because most Forza games have very little cities and more just open road. Okay, so Bobby, you're bringing it up. That's actually exactly what I wanted to talk about. So let me just see if I can do something here. Let me see if I can do this. And then we go like this. We go like that. Hey, cool. Yeah, it's funny Bobby brings it up because that's exactly what I wanted to bring up, which is like my wonder about this Forza Horizon 6 game, which if you don't know Forza Horizon 6, it is a very... By the way, is audio okay? I forgot to ask that. Let me know if audio is okay. My big worry about this Forza Horizon game, not worry actually, because I don't think it's actually a worry. Sorry, that's the wrong word. I thought Forza Horizon 5, everybody's, Ash and Bobby and Creature, let me know audio's good. Thank you very much. Forza Horizon 5, the cool thing about them going to Mexico, which isn't true, you know, it's not like Mexico is just a desert wasteland, but it was cool to like, I thought like you had your deserts, you had your jungles, you just had these open areas to drive around. And there's also cities, just like Forza Horizon 4 being in England or UK or something. There were some open fields and whatnot, but there were cities. There's a balance of both. And what I wonder about Japan is like, Japan is pretty colonized, I feel. Like there's a lot, like if the areas that aren't colonized, I feel is very like mountains. Like it's the mountain ranges and whatnot that like, and there's some woods, there's for sure some woods areas and whatnot, but like, I don't know, I'm a little bit wondering, like, you know, we ain't gonna be riding dune buggies. like Forza Horizon 5 was a perfect game to have dune buggies, you know? So I kind of wonder, 6, do you think, like, I'm excited to go to Japan, don't get me wrong. Like I am stoked to go to Japan. But like of all the places, I am so excited about that. Which is why I think this is going to be a great spring release because of the cherry blossoms and everything. But like, do you feel me on that? Like that's my only like question about 5. Jacob, we need a Forza Horizon set in the North Pole. Yeah, that is just nothing but open zones. And Mr. King, I appreciate you coming by, man. I enjoy your content and personality so much. Thank you so much, Mr. King. So much. Thank you so much. Jacob, you think Fable's in March? Hell no. Hell no. I'll get to that in a moment because I am curious. It sounds like Forza Horizon 5 is going to be a May game, but it's like, okay, do you have something else before then? Maybe? Not setting expectations, but you know what I mean? Bobby, I want a progression style system in the Forza game where you start at the bottom and work your way up. Oh, dude, that'd be sick. I'm super into that idea. Jacob, idea keeps. We have flight sim and Forza, so we need a boat sim. No. Boat sim is fine. We don't need a boat sim. That's okay. That's fine. Dwayne's fine. I'm gonna change this up. We're gonna remove that and go like that. There we go. But yeah, I would love a progression style system. I think that's Forza Horizon 5 had so much content in it. I've actually been getting the itch to go back to it, and I think something that kind of like didn't grab me about Forza Horizon 5 is just how like open it was, you know, which is a good thing, but it's like I didn't really get a sense of where I was going or why I was doing it in the long term. Like it was just always fun in the present moment, but I never felt like I was working towards something. So I really hope that, yeah, that would be really cool if Horizon 6 had like a more definitive, like, you know, this is why you should be doing this kind of a thing. Like 5, I kind of felt like it was cool how open it was, but like I just never got the sense of, you know, oh, but that's what the Horizon Festival is all about. It's just to be able to do whatever you want, whenever you want. And I'm just like, I need something a bit more than that to me personally. But where's my water? Oh, I need my water. Jacob, I've seen people complaining that we get access to every car from the start. Yeah, I don't mind that, but I do hope they figure out like just something that progression's important to games, man, because sometimes progression, like admittedly Battlefield, I think Battlefield 6 is awesome. It made it in my top 5 last year, but admittedly, like I kind of got everything I wanted from it, And I just, if I go back to it now, I'm just kind of going back for the fun of it, but I don't really, like, I'm grinding on Helldivers 2 to get this Hellbomb Batpack, and I'm grinding on the finals to get this Flaming Dragon Sword. Like, and that's why I'm playing those games a lot right now. But Forza, I just didn't know exactly what that was. But so anyways, that's some thoughts about Forza. What is people's hopes about Fable? As we are diving into this Xbox Developer Direct in like 16 minutes. Joey, hello, sir. Thanks for coming by while in a Zoom class. Make sure you're paying attention, folks. I know this is like the middle of the day for some of you, but yeah, what do you think about Fable? Any thoughts about Fable? I just need to grab my water really quick. Got my water. Please be good, Fable, Joey says. Please be good. Excited for the direct, Chris says. How are you doing, chair? Chair's fine. Chair's fine. This is a fancy chair, so it's like, feel a little bit weird if I just throw it around. Chair hasn't fallen over in a long time. Chair Coon's doing good. Goose Guy, I hope it's closer to the first one than 2 or 3. So that's a good shout. Goose Guy brings up a good point, like just hoping it's more along the veins of Fable 1 rather than 2 and 3, which I think 2, to my knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong, 2 is kind of the one that's the most notarized, you know, like it's the most like classic one. So I do hope that I don't know, like I hope they pull like the best parts of each game. I hope they pull like what a Pikmin 4 did, where it's just like, oh, let's get the caves from 2. Let's have a bit of the saving feeling of 1. Let's have like this from 3. Like I hope they pull the best parts of each of the games and just make hopefully what is the best Fable game ever. But I don't know, like I really wonder if they'll pull it off and have I've been thinking about it, man. This could be really good. Fable could be really good. I didn't draft it in my Fantasy Critic, to which none of you guys watched, but I really hope Fable, like, I just got a feeling, man, like Fable could be one of those games that's like really, really well done. Like, if they manage to nail the whole, just like Fable, I think it was 2. I don't know if Fable 1 and 2 did it. I know Fable 2 did, but like the idea, you know, like as you do certain things, like your moral system, basically your morality system, like as you do more bad things, you literally become a freaking demon and just like so on. And then if you do a lot of good things, then you kind of become a heavenly looking figure. The towns would literally react to you depending on what you do. And I would love for that to come back. I hear a lot of things like depending on your morality, that even impacts the spells you can learn or the will system. And then too, the character customization stuff. That's a big thing that I feel like is a big debate right now. Is like, is Fable gonna have character customization? Or are you just locked as Susan? That's what we're going to call her. Her name is Susan. Are you just locked playing as Susan? I don't know. Like, I hope it's not just Susan. I hope but then again, I don't know. Like, maybe that's what they want. Maybe they just lock this Susan character that somehow she doesn't feel like a self-insert. Like, that's the thing. If you're going to lock it to just one character, because the gaming Discord duo, like, they pointed out to me, like, what about Geralt? Is that not a true RPG? You don't have character customization there? I'm like, fair. And then they brought up another one that I forgot that I'm like, okay, that's also fair. You know, like, good RPGs don't necessarily have to be Starfield or a BioWare game or Baldur's Gate, you know, they don't have to have character customization, but I don't know. I hope that there's at least male, female. That's at the least. They don't have to have super duper character customization, but I hope at the least it is male or female. But I don't know. I feel like Fable could be really promising as an RPG, but like this is their first time. This is from the Forza Horizon studio, so it's like, how's that going to turn out? Creature, less modern feel for Fable though. That they might be a bit too late given the trailer and stuff we already seen. The dialogue and look felt more like a modern movie than a medieval fantasy. See, and that's the thing, Creature. Like I hope Creature is a long time and one of those like the highest tier patron guardians, and like to me I think that's the beautiful part about Fable is that it's not trying to be a medieval fantasy. It's trying to be like a British comedy fairy tale. That's what really excites me about Fable is that it's not going to, because I'm not much of a medieval fantasy guy, but like Fable has always had such a unique take on it, like just literally being a fairy tale. Well, so is Tales, so is Elder Scrolls, you know, like no, but just like in the way that Shrek is a fairy tale. Like Shrek had such a unique take on fairy tales. And that's how Fable is. I feel like Fable has this chance of just owning its, like, there's just nothing like Fable, you know? Like, I'm hoping they just own that lane and just, like, embrace the British humor, embrace the, like, I think it was the actual first legitimate trailer of the game we got. It ends with the character going, oh, fuck. You know, like, yeah, like, that's what I want. I don't want cursing, but it's just like, I want you to embrace the style that is Fable. So we'll see. Oh yeah, Kyle, you watched the fantasy draft and was like, no, don't do it. I can't believe I counterpicked freaking Duskbloods. The other thing about the show too, I'm glad that I'm having Rob on tonight. If you're joining late, so one more time, I'm gonna reiterate this. We're just speculating right now. We're gonna live react to it together. And then I'm going to stick around for like 10 or 15 minutes after the show to just share first impressions and see what you guys think. But then we're going to sleep on it and do a deep dive on each of the games tonight for a Codename Good Game episode that'll be live, where we're going to do a trivia game at the end, and Rob's going to be joining me, and it's going to be a nice power hour to just really in-depth discuss this show. And I'm kind of excited too, because Rob, behind the scenes, Rob put in a bid on his Fantasy Critic. If you don't know what this is, it's just basically where we're drafting what we think will be the highest reviewed games of the year. Rob put in a bid on Fable before this direct, and I'm like, Rob, you didn't even wait till the direct. But I mean, just snapped Fable behind the scenes. I'm like, dude, you son of a bitch. So I'm really glad Rob's going to be on tonight, because this man has Forza Horizon 6 and Fable on his list now. So we're going to talk about that tonight, I'm sure. Werp, been a lurker for years. What's up? Hey, well, Werp, I'm glad. No, I recognize that name, Werp. Thanks for coming. And Neil, hi, Neil. Thank you for coming. Jay Baker, hello. And Jacob, if Fable doesn't keep Fables 1 through 3's feels to a certain extent, it won't 100% feel like Fable. And that's what I mean. I don't know. I'm good. Beast of Reincarnation, aka the game that Game Freak is doing, the people that do Pokemon. Like, I do wish these developer directs, and I said this last year and the year before, like, I really want these developer directs to be first party focused, you know, and to just like, to me, 2023, when they kicked this off, was the best one. I think that was the year that they were like, let's dive into Minecraft Legends, Redfall, what was it? Minecraft Legends, Redfall, Forza Motorsport. Was it Elder Scrolls Online? I don't remember what the fourth one was. And then Hi-Fi Rush was the surprise, you know? So I thought that was great, because it was like nothing but first party. And then 2024 onwards, it's like, here's Visions of Mana in 2024. And then last year, here's Expedition 33, which, you know, turned out to be a great game, but like, and now this year it's Beast of Reincarnation. I'm glad at least last year Expedition 33 was a Game Pass game, and Beast of Reincarnation is a Game Pass game. Visions of Mana had no association with Xbox whatsoever other than their publishing to it. Like, so I'm glad that they're focusing on a game that is going to be a Play Anywhere title and a Game Pass title. So at least that's why we're promoting it. But what do you think about Beast of Reincarnation? And the fact that Game Freak can make a game that looks as good as it does, but it's not Pokemon. But it's not Pokemon. Kyle, at least it's no Visions of Mana. Yeah, exactly. Visions of Mana was weird. Bobby, not gonna lie, I thought the direct was 1 p.m. PST. Yeah, it's 1 p.m. EST. I'm hoping Beast of Reincarnation looks cool. Like, I'm curious to learn about it. Again, I don't know if I would have liked a developer direct used on it. Like, but it looks promising. You know, I don't know. I feel like I have to see more of it to really have much thoughts on it. Bobby, honestly, Xbox is good at choosing good third-party games, so I think Beast of Reincarnation will be good. And Mr., I think Pokemon Company holds back Game Freak with deadlines. Yeah, that's going to be the funny thing, man. We're going to look at this footage of Beasts of Reincarnation, and then it's like, why can't we get a Pokemon game that looks this good? Why can we not get a Pokemon game with voice acting, with Unreal Engine, with all this like particle effects? Like, why? With animations, like a detailed environment. Why can't we get it? You know? But it's like, as Mr. said, where it's just like, look, you guys got to produce a Pokemon game every year or else. You know? So anyway, I don't know. I'll tune in for it, but if it's a Souls-like game, admittedly, I'm not intrigued. Apparently, it's supposed to be a Souls-like game. I'm kind of like, I'm finally almost back, guys. I'm finally almost back to being down to play open world games, because I've been on an open world like burnout for like 2 years. Now I'm kind of like on a Souls-like. I'm like Souls-like and roguelikes. I feel like I need to take a break from, because I've played. I'm good for now, you know. So, Peter, I mostly love the Pokemon series for its animes and mangas. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping Pal World and Beast of Reincarnation shows people like, hey, this is like, if Game Freak had time, if Game Freak had time. C2, I'm also burnt down to Souls-likes, unless it's Bloodborne 2. Okay, and finally, now that we're 4 minutes out, again, we're going to watch this live together, and then afterwards, just share first impressions, and we'll do a deep dive tonight on Codename Good Game. The stream for that should be up, by the way, so you could set reminders for that. But there's usually always a mystery fourth game. Actually, that's not even true. Like, it started off as a mysterious 5 game. And then they just kind of eased off, and now it's like, that was my one problem when this developer direct was announced. It's like, oh, look, here's our 3 games we're talking about this time, when it started off as 4. And then 2024, it's like, yeah, here's our other 4. But Visions of Mana is our surprise 5th game. And then last year, it's like, oh, now we only are confirming 3, but we have a mysterious 4th. And it's like, they're just easing off. I don't get... It makes me a little bit sad, especially it being the 25th anniversary year. Why are you cutting down on your 25th anniversary year? I fully admit, Forza Horizon 6 and Fable are hands down the biggest titles we have seen in these developer directs. Maybe Indiana Jones, that's a good shout, but like, I don't know. Like, I'm just a little bit peeved that they wouldn't just tease at like just a studio and not tell us what the project is. I don't know. Or just something else that they plan to release this year. I hope, like Jacob, I think we get 2 secret games. I hope so, man. I hope that's why. I hope they're like, whoa, why is this so close? Hang on. There we go. I hope that like that's what's going on, but I don't know. C2, this may be Double Fine's last chance. Why you say last chance? What do you mean last chance? Paragon, Microsoft is imploding due to the OpenAI stuff, so they are cutting costs in development. I don't know, man. All we know is that they have over 40 games in active development. Over 40 games. Peter, we got Marvel Blade from Arcane still yet to come, but it's mystery how far the game is, and likely in this direct. Yeah, Arcane, I did a video back in 2024 predicting that game would be like showcased in the showcase this year. It's a 2027 release, because by then it will have been in development for like just a little bit longer than Deathloop was in development, which was the last game that studio did. So I think we'll be getting Blade next year, not this year. Maybe Dan says maybe Microsoft just wants to cut down the show length. They're going to release more than just those 3 or 4 games this year. Oh, absolutely. Like, there's going to be more than this year. Like, in fact, you know, there's the Halo campaign evolved game and Gears of War E-Day. I was really hoping that they would just have the coolest developer direct ever and just have their 4 horsemen lead it. That would be so cool, but alas. C2 Double Fine seems like it's in trouble to me after Keeper. Maybe people disagree. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think the thing is, like, every outlet I listen to, they say, like, you can't touch Double Fine. Double Fine and Obsidian are kind of like 2 studios at Xbox right now that are, like, so beloved by their fans that if you touch them, it's a PR nightmare. So it's like, they could, you know, they absolutely could, but it's like, that would be a PR nightmare if you touched. Those are like 2 children, you know. It's like you don't smack kids, but if you see like an adult man get smacked, people don't care. Like, they'll care, but not as much as seeing a freaking child get smacked. That's how people feel about Double Fine and Obsidian. It's like they're almost untouchable, even though that's not true. But there's a lot of rumors that, like, not rumors, but just a lot of people have been saying Double Fine. They said this last year. They're working on multiple projects. Okay, they're working. Oh, I need to make sure this. Yeah, they got multiple projects in development. They've been working on the project Killin' for a long time. They started that in 2020. Tim Schafer is working on his own project that isn't Killin'. So, like, we don't know. Like, they could have their next project, but I'll tell you what, if it's Clockwork Revolution or Toys for Bob, I'm set. But I don't know. Here we go. So I am just here basically to observe mostly Forza and Fable. Everything outside of that, bonus. Here we go. Yay! Yeah, let's look at the 3. Let's look at 2 of our creators. Oh, all games shown today are day 1 at Game Pass. And play anywhere? Ah, there you go. Yeah. At this point, if you're Xbox, you have to own Play Anywhere just as much as Game Pass. Like, both those together. Interesting. They've never started off a show like that, I feel. Let's look at your 2 in-house creators and a partner. There's got to be a 4th. There's got to be a 4th. So shout out to y'all. Thank you very much for watching today. I saw Rob joined. Rob, I told everybody we'll be hanging out tonight. Your draft is on the line, Rob. Yeah. Yep. Rob's got 2 drafts on the line with this direct. 2 games from Playground Studios. Is the audio good, gang? Currently have stream at full blast and OBS at full blast, but let me know if I need to crank it up a smidge. Yeah, what do you start with? I don't know. I don't care what they start with. I'm here for the full thing. I love these, man. Like, this isn't a showcase. I love Vidocs, and these are super well produced as well. I love being at the studios. It's cool.
I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
What if you just see Kojima? What if it's OD? No, it's not. What if they start with a surprise? What if they start with a surprise? I'm kidding. They wouldn't do that. Let's go! Let's go, Forza! Okay. F you, Rob.
World first look
F you.
Forza Horizon 6. I'm Torben Earth, design director for Forza Horizon, and I can't wait to show you what the teams at Playground Games and Turn 10 have been working on.
And I'm Don Arceta, art director for Forza Horizon.
God, dude, here we go.
The Horizon Festival is a celebration of beautiful cars, hit music, and breathtaking locations around the world. And now we're taking you to
Oh, good.
we've wanted to visit
Dune buggy.
for a very long time. Japan.
Oh, dude, I was wrong. I'm like, there's. I don't know if there's gonna be open fields. Look at the open fields.
Don't start as a superstar of the festival or a racing champion or even a rookie. You'll start out as just a tourist in Japan. Your first goal is to
This is what we were talking about.
Horizon Festival by completing the Horizon qualifiers. After that, you'll rise through the ranks, unlocking wristbands as you complete races in faster, more exciting cars. At the end of each round, you must prove you're ready to move up by completing spectacular events to unlock your next wristband. These include classic Horizon showcases and our new Horizon Rush events, where you show off your skills on thrilling obstacle courses, like this one at the docks in Tokyo City. When you finally earn
It's pretty amazing they didn't start with like a trailer. They just are like, let's show it.
an exclusive region of the world with unique events, tracks, and areas to explore, and that will be a true accomplishment. Throughout that journey, all of Japan outside the Horizon Festival is yours to explore at your own pace. So,
Screw you, Rob.
let's talk about the location we've all been waiting for.
Japan is the ideal location for our biggest, most exciting game yet. Full of beautiful landscapes and stunning contrasts of rural and urban, modern
Trains.
and traditional.
Oh my God!
This is our
That's
largest
real.
map, full of verticality, diverse biomes, seasonality, and breathtaking driving experiences
Seasonality.
by Japan's unique car culture.
Seasonality.
So we knew from the start that we wanted to deliver the most compelling and authentic game possible. To help us create those experiences in-game, we sought out advice and insight from people who've lived with Japanese car culture their entire lives.
As someone who grew up in Los Angeles and Tokyo, both cities known for car culture, I developed a passion for cars early. I've also worked extensively supporting creative collaborations between Japanese and Western video game studios. Over the course of production, I had many conversations with the team about the nuances and the details of Japanese culture and how to reflect these in Forza Horizon 6. As an example, when we discussed naming options for the player home at Tokyo Docks, we discussed the building number, picking 7 and 8 because those two numbers are considered fortunate in Japan. In fact, these numbers are also part of a well-known Japanese proverb, Nana Korobi Yaoki, which means never give up.
When our team builds a Forza Horizon game, we focus on the essence of the place, what makes it special and unique. At the start of production,
They did choose 6 and 7.
to capture reference for everything. Time lapses of real Japanese skies, photogrammetry of trees and geology, scans of roads and buildings, and things as simple as water kick-up and the way fallen cherry blossoms respond to passing cars. From these references, we
I literally said, I don't think we're getting dune buggies in this.
adapting it for Horizon's open-world gameplay. And since Japan is home to driving experiences unlike anywhere else, that process begins with the roads. Inspired by the C1 Loop, Ginkgo Avenue, and mountain passes, like Mount Haruna and Bandai Atsuma.
Yeah, lots of mountain
And we're
passes.
layering the details around them, creating a world where every road leads to discovery. For this game, we've built our biggest
I'm down, Rob.
yet. Our Tokyo city is 5 times larger than anything we've designed before, with multiple districts, each with a unique identity. We work to create a city where every road, every corner, and every shortcut is fun to drive and a delight to explore.
And you're welcome to hit cars without calling insurance.
Is dramatic, and these changes are widely celebrated in local culture. We've captured that in games so that you'll see those changes reflected in the world around you as you explore.
Whoa.
That sense of exploration is at the heart of the game. Everything you find on your road trip in Japan is something for you to collect. Cars, houses, landmarks, mascots, and more. All
That's
tracked
some.
in your adventure journal.
So I only have experience with 5, Forza Horizon 5.
Japan's car culture.
But yeah, that is some 5 experience.
So excited for this location. And Forza Horizon 6 will feature more than 550 cars at launch. Those cars will have
550 cars.
new Forza Aero and the ability to paint liveries on windows. We've also fully overhauled our roster to be better balanced across all performance classes, from D to our new top-end R-Class for track-focused cars.
Damn, dude.
We've improved how each car
Those wheels.
inside the world. For example, with new cosmetic tyre wear, so each car responds authentically as you rack up the miles on those iconic Japanese roads. With more cars on day one than ever before, we've also created new ways to expand your car collection as you explore. Parked on driveways around the world, you'll encounter our new aftermarket cars. They're always bargains and include some extremely rare and unique cars to show off in your garage. We're not just bringing classic JDM to life, but also showcasing some of the newest, most exciting cars in the world. And Forza Horizon 6 cover car is one of them. The GR GT is a race-derived road car that combines motorsport performance with road-going excellence.
You know, I wonder what this being like
Our game is the
next-gen exclusive, you know?
the most
Because the
modern
5 wasn't.
physical
Like,
racing
can we just get ray tracing and stuff pretty set, or what?
perfection.
Our cars sound better than ever, with greater detail and remastered audio, all brought to life by new acoustic modeling technology, simulating the soundscape of the world.
Dude, the reverb, I love it. The reverb, the sound bounce, yep. That was a good showcase there.
Music is a huge part of the Horizon Festival, and we're curating a diverse track list from around the world, including exciting Japanese artists, so you can choose your perfect soundtrack, whether racing, cruising, or drifting. And to complement,
Where's the Dan opening?
we captured extensive field recordings across all 4 seasons in Japan, creating a rich and truly authentic world for you to experience.
Seasonal stuff, dude. I don't remember if 5 did that. I'm sure it did, but like, I don't feel like it did, whereas 4 did.
Features that let you make a life for yourself in Japan. Our new customizable garages are the perfect place to do that. You'll find one of these at every player house, big enough for multiple cars, where you can freely decorate the entire space. And when you're done, you can invite your friends over to see what you've built.
It's not day one on PlayStation, Kyle.
Ultimate place to
But it is coming to it.
Creativity is the estate. This mountain valley starts off completely empty and overgrown, but once you unlock it, you can build and decorate directly in the open world here.
What?
Everything you construct is permanent and visitable by your friends. Our
What?
fully committed to Forza Horizon being the open world driving game.
I love settlements.
We'll be carrying forward all
What?
accessibility features from
I love settlements.
We'll also be adding in new options like proximity radar for competitive players and auto drive for players who want to lean back and appreciate the world in motion.
Oh, yes. I love both of those.
Feature is customizable high contrast mode, making the open world of Japan visually accessible to everyone, no matter how you and your friends.
I love the radar of like a competitive player.
Horizon
And just if you want to look, just set it. I love that Red Dead Redemption 2 did that. Red Dead Redemption 2, it's just like, let me just watch as I travel, you know?
Daikoku, and inspired by these experiences, Forza Horizon 6 will include new open-world car meets. These are places where you can show off your cars and characters, download tunes and liveries, and even buy a copy of the cars you see. Then head out together to explore, where you'll find classic events like street races and our new Toge battles, iconic nighttime races down Japanese mountain passes. There's more to do in the open world than ever before, with new shared experiences like Horizon time attack circuits. These are seamlessly part of the open world, with no loads, no matchmaking, just a truly social experience with you, your friends, and the in-world leaderboard.
No loads. I don't remember.
Easier and more rewarding than ever.
No loads, huh? That's cool. Looking at you, freaking Mario.
Incredibly creative, making everything from liveries to race events and scenic locations to explore. To support your creativity, we've added the ability to start building from anywhere, as well as loads of other player-requested improvements, all of which are also available in the estate and the customizable garage. We also know you love to collaborate.
Garage.
In Forza Horizon 6, we're making building fully multiplayer. In Horizon Collab, you and your friends can build anything you can imagine together.
So collab was a feature in 5 that I wasn't quite like, I didn't see, but it was there.
Studios, we hope you've enjoyed this first look at some of the new features we've been working on and that you're as excited as we are for the game. We'll be launching on Xbox and PC on the 19th of May. If you're a Forza fan on PlayStation,
Leaks are right.
we'll be welcoming you to Japan later this year when our PlayStation version is ready. For now, though, stay tuned for more updates about the game over the coming months. And thanks for joining us. We can't wait to see you in Forza Horizon 6 as we discover Japan together.
Here's what I hope. May 19th. Cool. What's your first party thing for the first quarter of the year then, huh? Do you got anything or do you got nothing? I'd like to know that. But yeah, that looks cool. I don't know. It's what I expected. You know, there wasn't, what the frick is going on? Okay, I don't know why there was a Gundam, but I don't know what that was about, but okay. All right, let's see what Game Freak can do when they have budget and time. I can't believe Game Freak, like... And I recognize this man! Shigeru, yeah! Like, what?
ゲームフリークのオフィスです。ビースト・オブ・リンカネーションはかつてない新しい体験を作り出すことに主眼を置いた
Challenge Born.
独自の取
Oh,
り
just Challenge
ギア
Born.
プロジェクト
From,
から
yeah.
生まれた新しい挑戦です。これまでもポケットモンスターシリーズのほか、ソリティバ、ギガレッカーなどさまざまなオリジナルゲームタイトルを
Giga Wrecker, yep.
常に新しいアイデアや世界観の構築に挑戦しています。ビースト・オブ
Just came out of a big robot.
新しい体験ができるゲームです。遠い未来、文明崩壊後の汚れに侵食された日本、そして一人と一匹のアクション RPG という
One person, one dog action RPG.
この美しくも過酷なビースト・オブ・リンカネーションの世界で皆さんにも臨場感あふれる冒険を味わっていただくことができればと心から願っています。
I'm not into the running animations, but still.
これまではポケットモンスターシリーズで
Wouldn't it be cool if a Pokemon game looked this good?
ただ新しいゲームに挑戦したいという強い衝動もずっとあったんです。最初は黙々とそのゲームで得られる感覚を自分の心に問いかけることから始めていました。世界観もキャラクターもゲームデザインも決めずに、ただどんな感覚がいいんだろうと探っていました。そうしているうちにぬくもり、頼もしさ、そして寂しさが入り混じったような感覚が最もしっくりきたんです。自分の心に反応しました。隔離された主人公エマとこの世界を一緒に旅していくぬくもりの相棒クーもその過程で生まれました。
Onyx, I like. This actually looks great. No shit, Onyx. You're a sucker for Japanese stuff. Admit it. Admit it.
長年ゲームフリークではポケットモンスター
Japanese looking thing? I love it.
描いてまいりま
I'm
した。
kidding.
しかし今回のプロジェクトでは過酷な世界を相棒と共に旅をするという体験を目指しています。汚れと呼ばれる寄生植物が蔓延している世界
The Blight.
かつての文明の廃棄を覆い尽くすほどまでに植物が生い茂った過酷な環境となっており、ダイナミックな移動が要求されます。このような経緯で血を吐き自由に操ることのできる鶴のような神をエマの能力にすることになり、
What?
タイプも出来上がってきました。
What?
それがエマという人物のバックグラウンドとキャラクターデザインを形作っていったんです。
So, she's Ivymon from Digimon.
れまでゲームフリークは動植物や自然と真摯に向き合ってきました。形状を自由に
Wood style jutsu
の
Ash.
ように鋭くなりつつも美しい、そんな中核となるモチーフとして植物を選びました。ただ単に美しい植物を風景で表現するだけではなく、遊びにも植物を取り入れました。
She's turning Super Saiyan 3.
来るモチーフを見出し、ゲームデザインとモチーフを紐付けることはポケットモンスターシリーズの開発を通じて培ってきた重要なステップです。モチーフが決まった段階でコンセプトアーティストの幸田一馬さんご協力のもと、この世界のビジュアルを形作っていくことにしました。エマとクーの姿を思い描いた時、自然に支配される世界の舞台として日本がぴったりだと考えました。日本の昔から続く山々に囲まれた自然豊かな風景と SF が入り混じった世界を
So it's almost like another take on Horizon Zero Dawn.
植物をモチーフと
More Japanese take.
存在として植物と動物が融合
Japanese in nature.
腐食体も出来上がっていきました。腐食体のデザインは当時私が注目していたデジタルアーティストの森田裕樹さんにお願いすることにしました。
世界の舞台を作ると同時にエマとクーの物語を作り上げていきました。ストーリーの舞台は西暦4026年の
Oh, wow.
はるか昔に発生した汚れという名の寄生植物の影響で人類の大半が消滅した後の世界です。
The Blight.
エマを
I kind of wish it was a name that wasn't The Blight. I feel like The Blight is so obvious.
できるという特別な能力を持っています。
Seal the Blight within her own body.
ただそれがゆえにエマは恐れられ、人々が住むコロニーから隔離され暮らしています。エマと彼女の相棒となるクーは日本の東の地で出会います。そのクーの目的がこのゲームの謎の一つでもあります。
名前は何だ？
クーだ。
クーから目を離さない方がいい。
ああ、分かってる。封じ後エマ、お前に輪廻の獣討伐の命を下す。
都に迫る輪廻の獣を討伐するにはエマとクーの力を強化していく必要があります。そのためにこの世界に存在する強力な腐食体主を討伐し、その力を取り込んでいくことになります。
Rob, this game is making me mad.
汚れを封じることができるエマにしかできない特別な役目です。腐食体はこの世界の畏怖の対象であり、最も象徴的な存在です。汚れに寄生されて巨大化していった生物たちです。エマとクーが戦う強力な敵です。腐食体は汚れを吐き、その巨大
There's a parry.
体を蹂躙していきます。
I'm never doing it. I can't do parries.
時は大きい主と呼ばれる存在は植物を操り、自身の支配地域に汚れの森を呼び出します。汚れの森に入ると周囲の環境がガラッと変わります。手強い腐食体が襲いかかり、プレイヤーの行く手を阻むのです。そしてこの世界にはゴーレムというもう一つの勢力が。
The Golems.
ゴーレムは過酷な世界を生き残るため、かつての人間が魂を
By the way, I turned on a thing called Noise Gate. Is that like cutting off the beginnings
凄まじい戦闘技術を身につけましたが、
and ends of my
魂
sentences?
は劣化してしまっていて暴走しています。
Put on a noise gate so it's not echoing as much, but No, it's not. Okay.
長い旅をサポートするブラッド、カグラであったり、あとは区内
Brad!
エマと同じように腐食体を連れた剣士とも巡り合います。
It's the girl from Never
エマと
like the
クーは
blow.
同じく汚れの力を宿していて、
Wu Chang!
互いにその力を影響させ合いながら戦います。例えばエマが敵の動きを見極め攻撃を受け流すと、クーに力がたまり開花技という強力な効果を持った技を発動できます。
Oh.
そして開花技を放てばさらに次のアクションの選択肢に幅が広がります。例えばある開花技を使うとエマは彼岸花の大輪を咲かせ、その大輪に跳躍して兜割りを行うことができます。また別の開花技を使えば敵を縛り エマの強力な闘技を敵に叩き込むことができる。
See, I think like this does look like a Souls-like, but I feel like at least the dog being with me will make me feel better.
コマンドのように考えることになります。
And like this, like the turn-based action stuff, that's cool.
互いに
That's cool.
2人は常につながって
That differentiates it.
エマとクーにはそれぞれスキルツリーがあり、
Oh God.
エマが行動すればクーに影響を与え、クーが行動すればエマに影響が与えられるようにしました。またエマとクーの親密度が上昇するにつれて装備できるスキルも多くなります。様々なスキルを組み合わせることで独自のプレイスタイルを作っていくことができるんです。
That's cool. I like that.
を結びつける霊秘石やエマが受け流しを行った際に発動する刀の効果を重ねていくことなどでより奥深い戦闘ができるようになっています。遠距離だけで戦う人もいればステルスだけで戦う人もいますし、
You can't always. Long range builds suck against boss fights.
クーを先行させて戦わせる人もいます。エマとクーでどのような装備でどのような霊気
Cool. I like that.
プレイヤーの皆さん次第です。皆さんがどんな意外な組み合わせを生み出すのか今からとても楽しみです。
Oh, see, that's the shit I like. I don't even have to touch you.
過酷な新たな世界企画構想から6年間、私たちはこの世界に数えきれない秘密や奥深い魅力を散りばめることに全力を注いできました。
Good showing, man. I like it.
すべてのプレイヤーの皆さんにビースト・オブ・リンカネーションの世界を体験していただける日が待ちきれません。本作
I see this as an absolute win.
Xbox、PC、そしてプレイステーションでリリースされます。さらにビースト・オブ・リンカネーションは発売
Day one on Game Pass.
Xbox ゲームパスでプレ
You
イ
got me, man. I'll subscribe for this for sure.
にご登録ください。ゲームフリークが挑む渾身の新作。どうぞ
Look at what we can do when we have a budget and time, man. Look what we can do when we have budget and time. No, we can't run this on a Switch 2. That's why we make low polygon graphics for Pokemon games, because the Switch 2 holds us back. Meanwhile, here's Final Fantasy VII Integrate. Summer 2026. Okay. Cool beans. Yes! I was fucking right! Woo! C2, what did I say? Oh, yeah! This is killing! Tim Schafer, my boy! Woo! Rob, I heard you guys' countdown. It's just like, I think it's too soon. Multiple projects, baby! Multiple projects! Okay.
At Double Fine, we try to take a little time every so often to create quick game prototypes. Anyone in the company can pitch a game idea.
Oh my god!
Vote on which ones we want to try to make. We forget the projects we're currently working on, basically get amnesia, and we do this for 2 weeks. That's a fortnight. And we build a few of these experimental game prototypes. We call this process Amnesia Fortnight. We've had all sorts of great ideas come out of this process. It's just like this clay. With a little bit of pressure and creativity, something interesting is created that wasn't there before.
You can't touch these guys, man.
Came out of Amnesia Fortnight. It's all about encouraging you to create with others, and then use what you create to destroy each other.
Oh my god, Double Fine actually gets a freaking developer direct. That's the exciting part here. I'm so glad. That's the other part I like about these. I want to see like the developers get one of these, like, because I think they're just fun.
It's easy to make a new pot if you're playing Kiln, our online multiplayer pottery party brawler.
I got it! Kill him! Woo! It's a multiplayer party brawler. Interesting. I'm just happy to see Double Fine getting a developer direct. I don't even care. I just want to see Double Fine get a developer direct.
Alongside last year's Weird But Chill game Keeper, featuring surreal and dreamlike exploration, Kiln is the other side of that coin, bringing high-energy, expressive multiplayer action. You'll get a chance today to see how we're continuing to foster our spirit of creativity with this next game. Derek Brand spearheaded this pitch, and he's here today to talk about this fully realized Double Fine experience he's leading with his team.
Kiln is a multiplayer party brawler, and is just as much about the act of trading with your friends as it is fast-paced competitive destruction. We built this game to respond to your creative design choices, as well as your relentless cruelty to anthropomorphized clay pots.
Your cruelty. I'm so confused, though.
My career as a concept artist, focused on coming up with unique characters and environments at Double Fine. But I also play a lot of action titles, which got me wondering, what would a game look like that included not just the cathartic element of destruction and action, but the equally cathartic act of creation I was familiar with as an artist? I stumbled on the answer one day. What better solution than a pottery wheel? We wanted to give players the ability to create characters.
Yeah, explain.
And to make sure that what you make has a charming, animated personality. You start off.
This is Double Fine, man. They just think of the wackiest stuff.
You're not capable of much in this state. Thankfully, you are capable of manipulating clay, and a pottery wheel is the perfect place for the creation of a new body.
I'm so happy it's a multiplayer, dude. I'm so happy.
Shapes needed to translate into capable fighters. Pots that can compete in challenges in a way that only pots can. Our game mode, Quench, brings all of that together in a 4v4 combat party atmosphere. You and your friends need to balance your pot's shape and abilities with its capacity for carrying water into enemy territory.
Oh, okay.
Your team's unique creations. Avoid or destroy incoming enemy warriors. And of course, fill your pot up with water.
And then it's like, break him! Break him!
Bottom one. Now keep at it.
Man, dude.
Kiln, we wanted to give players what we know they've always wanted from Double Fine.
It's been a long time since Double Fine has done a multiplayer.
Strange concept came lots of design challenges though, because it's a game about pots that have to transform into bespoke ceramic warriors. We had to figure out how to make an art tool, a character builder, and a loadout system all together, while keeping the whole experience approachable for anyone, not just pottery masters. After many iterations balancing simulation with arcade-like simplicity, we landed on a design that lets you feel like a master potter who can easily make any pottery shape you could dream up, even if you've never seen a potter's wheel. It's weirdly satisfying.
I was gonna say the word satisfying, yeah. Satisfying.
Play technology with the behavior of the sculpting tools and controls to make sure anyone can pick it up in seconds. Refine it with sponges, shapers, and straight edge tools to get specific and make it yours.
But what I want to know is, are you crafting this and then just that's what you play as? Like you're shaping what your character is?
Detect when you're shaping things like cups, vases, bowls, and many more.
So that means,
because yeah, if it's about pottery, you have to incorporate that.
The vase that I just made was now my body. What can I, as a vase, do?
So you do make it. You make your body. What can you do?
Cotton Kiln needs to have a core set of moves fit for a warrior. To run, jump, attack, and roll. They also
Yeah, me too, Ash. I love that they still get to make games like this.
splash that water out. Each shape has its own unique way of performing these moves. And because your shape matters, the animation team has taken on the challenge of bringing those different pot shapes to life in surprising ways. In addition to these core moves, each shape also has its own special attack, which we push to be the most fun and over-the-top moments in the game. Cups popping popcorn, bottles turning into swords, jugs blaring like megaphones, plates flinging pies. Everyone's shape is doing something different and exciting.
This is a hard game to pitch, man. Like, I don't think they're doing the best of pitching it. I see, like, the potential of it, but I think that they could have, like...
You'll have to pay attention to each.
It's tough. It's tough to pitch this. Because I think it's kind of hard to instantly just get, you know?
Carries over into our maps. We specifically designed our maps to integrate with how you choose to play and what pot you choose to play as. So you'll see things like secret tunnels that only fit certain size pots, and
Way to go, Ahmad.
only traversable with certain shapes.
You'll fight on fractured, floating pieces of ancient history, like an ancient Greek nightclub.
I like the maps. I was going to say, I like these
You've
maps.
got a dance floor. Navigate Athena's giant strategic war map. Inflating sponge warriors with water to rearrange the battlefield to your advantage. Fight in the Egyptian god Set's dingy punk venue, complete with a mosh pit where only one pot can emerge unbroken.
Leverage your unique creations. Everything from your size, your capacity,
Like, everybody's going to look different, you know?
speed to cross the battlefield, and other choices you can make will define how you want to approach your playstyle. Do you want a team full of large cups, maximizing your dousing potential?
Go back down, baby.
Or a team of tiny ninja saucers ready to quickly smash up anything that gets in their way?
That's what I was thinking. The smaller the cup, the faster you can move.
That balances power and splashability. If you're skilled enough to end up at the enemy kiln with lots of water, you can unleash a powerful super splash ability that does tons of damage and makes the kiln vulnerable to further attacks, letting you and your team dunk on the enemy kiln to either win big or turn the tide and make it.
And that is how it's done.
At the end of a round, the cycle of creation and destruction loops around again, and now you're back in the wedge, a multiplayer lobby where you can hang at the wheel and make something cool with your friends. You've just earned XP points and chips from battle. Now you can load up on art supplies and expand your pot-making options.
I think of the game being so much about the fighting, but when people play it, they just want to create all day long.
That's what I was about to say. I feel like they're really hoping that like the sense of creation is as equal as just playing, you know? Like, which I don't, that's a risk, but that's all Double Fine does. All they do is just make risky games.
Lids and handles, as well as glazing to kiln. Every design choice we made ultimately serves the goal of enabling a near infinite range of possibilities. We can't wait to see what your favorite designs are.
It's all about my pizza party themed small jug. It becomes a...
What if we made a game that you just make pots and you play as the pots? Like trying to smash each other and put water into the other team's goal.
A simple handle, a 2-layer watermelon glaze, and I'm ready to bring the good vibes into the chaos.
My favorite.
Ahmad, way more interesting than High Guard, but not as mainstream appealing. That's the thing. I already saw a couple people go like, I'm just not into this. It's like, exactly, that's the thing that I kind of worry about. It's so niche and creative, but like,
Ice cream theme special is so cute.
all people want to do is just shoot each other, you know?
One of my favorite warrior pots has to be the medium base. It's decently fast for invading enemy players and matches. The decorations really make it shine.
Oh, you can roll.
Elbow spout, Cupid's handle, some spiked charms with a rainbow glaze, and one butt sticker. You can't go wrong with butt stickers.
My favorite pots use the absolute most material possible to make the biggest pots possible. I call it tiny.
I call it tiny.
Whichever pot you decide to create, whether you're a budding artist or a seasoned gamer, you'll be fulfilling your pottery power fantasies when Kiln launches in spring 2026 on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. This is just the beginning of the
Spring.
as we bring regular updates throughout the year with expanded decorations, new activities and game modes, and much more. Creating is more fun together, and we'd love your help sculpting this experience. Be on the lookout to throw down with fellow Double Fine fans and join the Double Fine Action Insiders for an even earlier look and a chance to play in our closed beta very soon.
You want me to say it 5 times? That's mean.
I'm just glad Double Fine got to make this as well as get a developer direct, dude.
Online multiplayer pottery brawler, online multiplayer party.
That's why I like these developer directs. Like, they're not showcases. They're just an opportunity to hang out with a studio with really high budget video.
Online multiplayer pottery party brawler.
Yay. I'm glad, man. I'm glad to see projects like that still happening. Okay, are we doing it? Okay, we're doing it. Okay. I'm so glad. All right, here we go. I have so many questions. I have so many questions.
Welcome to Playground Games, where I'm...
It's time for Susan.
First deep dive into a game we've been making here for a really, really long time. Fable.
I got so many questions, man.
Playground Games is renowned for fun.
It's a guy! It's a guy! Woo! It's a freaking guy!
Since 2010, we've been developing the Forza Horizon series right here.
I saw a guy in that gameplay in the TV.
Town in the middle of England. As Horizon has grown, so have we. Over the past few years, we've built a new team to carry that reputation into a new genre.
Yep, male or female, baby. Woo! Okay.
Fable is Playground's first open-world action RPG, and we couldn't be more proud to be carrying on the work of the legendary Lionhead Studios, the original creators of the franchise.
I don't get why there's question marks.
A new beginning. I think what we're making is really faithful to the spirit of the classic Lionhead trilogy that we all love. At the heart...
Yeah, there's just questions if it's going to have a character creator, if you could choose genders.
To you, to be a hero. Our game is about choices and their consequences. It's packed with action, drama, British humor, moral dilemmas, and quite a few chickens. All of this combines in a fairy tale which could only be Fable.
Yeah, they've only shown the girl on all these instead of just showing her in one and the guy in the other, so
You begin the game as a child.
me and others were questioning it.
Growing up in the sleepy rural village of Briar Hill. It's here that in a moment of extreme danger, your heroic powers first emerge, and we discover that you are Albion's first hero in a generation. But not long afterwards, disaster strikes, and the people of your village, including your beloved grandma, are turned to stone by a mysterious stranger. Suddenly alone in the world, you'll set off on an adventure which will change Albion forever.
Venturing out into the world is a huge moment because this is Albion like you've never seen it before.
Wow, so you get a childhood
Idyllic rolling
thing.
hills, magical forests, bustling villages, sleepy hamlets, oversized vegetable patches, and stunning vistas. And because our Albion is truly open world, for the first time, you'll be able to explore this rich and detailed world seamlessly, with the freedom to go where you want from early in the game.
We can't wait to welcome you back to Albion's iconic capital city, Bowerstone. Home to Fairfax Castle, the old clock tower, and the legendary Heroes Guild.
Watching this as somebody that's never played a Fable, FYI, so
Rich and poor, nobles and commoners, royalty and criminals.
just well aware of them.
Time here during the game, as you discover the secrets of the Heroes Guild and its reclusive guildmaster, Humphrey the Golden.
Humphrey.
In the north of Albion, you'll find mountains, craggy coastlines, spooky marshes, and the bleak, windswept city of Bloodstone. Here, you'll meet the leaders of two rival gangs, vying for power, and uncover the secrets of the sinister but extremely well-organized Cult of Shadows. Our Albion is beautiful, handcrafted, and richly detailed.
They toned down the visuals pretty heavily. I will say that.
The stronger
Those visuals were hard to believe in the previous two trailers, but
charismatic. More important,
it's fine.
They're those rare humans who can harness and use magic in the world around them. They have the power to do what they want.
And so do you. In our game, we want you to play as the hero you want to be. And that starts with being able to choose how your hero character looks.
So, in Fable, you'll be able to pick from a range of different character heads and customize your
Yay.
hair,
Yay.
skin tone, tattoos, and scars.
Yay.
Play represents you.
Yay.
You can be the hero you want to be through the way you play, through the skills and abilities you learn, and through the weapons you use.
Just like the classic trilogy, heroes in our game fight with a combination of strength, skill, and will. Seamlessly blending melee and ranged weapons with magic.
Turn them into chickens.
Gives
I'm gonna kick him.
style weaving combat. Allowing you to show off your personal playstyle.
He was still acting like a chicken.
Against single opponents and large groups of enemies alike. Melee is at the heart of our close quarters combat. You'll use light and heavy combos,
often knocking enemies off balance and executing stylish finishers.
Yeah, they toned down the visuals pretty heavily, but it was pretty hard to believe before. But it also didn't seem impossible because of Forza tech, but...
And of course, you'll be able to unleash your powerful spells to both manipulate and devastate your opponents.
But this is a modern day Fable. I'm gonna say that. It is a modern day Fable.
Hobbs are back, as are Balverines, Hollowfolk, and Trolls.
Little ballista.
And we're adding brand new enemies.
This is all gameplay, Taylor.
Fearsome cockatrice, a giant fire-breathing chicken. Each enemy family is different, with their own weaknesses to exploit and defenses to overcome. But with all the unique tools in your combat toolbox, how you defeat your enemies is up to you.
I want to see more spells, though. We saw a good handful, but...
Hero and Albion than fighting so much more. When we talk to people about their favorite memories of the original games, so many of their stories were about the stuff you can do when you weren't just being a hero.
Yep.
Normal, everyday stuff which happened when you interacted with the people of Albion.
For me, what I remember most vividly are the inhabitants of Albion and the things you can do with them or to them.
The crazy thing about the classic Fable games was that in the middle of a sprawling RPG was almost a complete other game where you could just mess around with the villages and townsfolk.
And we built that same experience in the middle of our game too.
One of the most, like, just living worlds. That was the cool part about Fable, I hear, is it wasn't really about the fantasy RPG stuff. It was about living in this place.
Having kids.
Perfect. You can get to know me better.
They kept the marriage and family system! Woo! Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Business now.
Getting a house? Business? Kids? Oh!
Probably getting divorced along the way for good measure.
And this
dude!
Unique to Fable. It's systemic, interconnected, and you see the ripple effects of the things you do everywhere you go.
And all of this revolves around the people who live in Albion, who we call the living population. There are more than 1,000 of them, and every single one is unique. Each of them has a name, a role, a daily routine, and their own personality. You could follow any one of them for a day and just watch them live their life.
That's the cool thing about Fable, man, and a modern day one. Oh.
Spend some leisure time on hobbies, then go home to bed.
But what's even cooler is that you can talk to every single one of them in fully voiced conversations and interact with them in loads of different ways.
Bro.
The job they go to is working for you because you hired them to work in one of your businesses.
Oh!
Working hard? How can I help you, boss?
You own because you're the landlord.
Or maybe their bed is on the street because you evicted them.
All right.
Because you evicted them! Oh my god, dude!
All of the stuff you
oh my god!
They think of you.
You're a legend.
Because everything you do builds your reputation.
Very impressive. Now that's an hero, right?
People are probably just like, show me the fighting and sword slashing and me being a villain or hero. It's like, no, dude, the town, though, the town.
And morality is central to our game too.
Morality.
Slightly different take on it.
Chicken chaser.
For us, morality isn't black and white. There are lots of grey areas. And importantly, morality is subjective.
Yeah, they did their homework. They did their homework.
No two people see things exactly the same way. And that's how it works in our game too.
Everything you do earns you a reputation. And every
Tycoon.
will have a different reaction to you as a result.
Hello there.
Yeah, we get it. You're rich.
They'll remember things you did directly to them. They'll love you or hate you for the choices you make. And they will always tell you why. Although, usually from a safe distance.
Our game will never judge you, but the people of Albion will.
Imbecile.
Your
imbecile
is created by the choices you make, and you are going to make a lot of them. big choices, little choices, moral choices, and some choices that will actually change the landscape of Albion for the rest of your game.
Dude, they did their homework.
Your choices change the world. Let's give you an example.
Early in the game, you'll meet a character named Dave, an egotistical gardener in a rural village who discovers a magical growth formula. He accidentally turns himself into a giant and becomes a big problem. It'll be your job to deal with him, and ultimately it will be your choice whether to kill him or
set off a nuke.
If you kill him, his giant corpse will lie on the farmland just outside of town for the rest of the game.
What?
It's gonna affect house prices. It will also
That's gonna affect house prices.
Just think about you.
Especially Dave's sister.
In Fable, the choices you make will define you. What does being a hero mean to you?
At Playground Games, we've built a pedigree for beautiful, immersive, open-world experiences. Yes, they've typically involved sports cars, but this is a passion project for all of us here. Every member of this team, which we've built from scratch, has two key things in common: a deep love for the franchise and a burning desire to bring it back. We're making this for Fable fans just like us, but also to introduce Fable to gamers who've never played the series before. It's been great to finally tell you a little about the game we're making. There'll be much more to share as we get closer to our launch. I'm excited to tell you today that Fable is coming to Xbox, PC, and PlayStation in autumn 2026.
Autumn!
From all of us here, thanks for watching.
Autumn! I said July or August. Maybe, I don't, I guess that means August or September? August through October? Is that right? Yeah. Okay, we're good. Okay. I panicked for a second. I was like, there's not a fifth one, but there isn't. There isn't, so. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Dude, I'm just like so pleased that Double Fine showed up in one of these, man. That's the reason why I want like Halo to have one, because it's like I want one at freaking Halo Studios, but you know, Xbox will never promote their peeps.
550 cars at launch.
Sorry, I'll hold my thoughts.
さまざまなスキルを組み合わせることで独自のプレイスタイルを作っていくことができるんです。
You can be the hero you want to be through the way you play, through the skills and abilities you learn, and through the weapons you use.
Their homework, man. All with Game Pass. And play anywhere, but buy it on PlayStation or Steam because you want to. Tonight, Rob and I from the gaming duo will be doing a Codename Good Game episode going over this in great detail. However, for the next 10 minutes, what is our first impressions? Motivation, where's Gears of War? Showcase. A lot of stuff. Like if anybody was expecting more, you know, that's not what these are. These are usually just 4 or 5 games that they show in great detail, and that's all it is. It's just showing 4 or 5 games for like 10 minutes with a very well-made vidoc, and that's what we get. So, start the bidding war on Fable. No, Rob grabbed Fable. That's the other reason it's great that I'm going to have Rob on tonight, is because 2 of these games he has on his list. You son of a bitch. So, yeah. I'm a little bit bummed that we don't have a game that's coming out like by March, because that's my usual issue with Xbox every year. So I'm just like, you have so many first party peeps. Why can't we just have a game every quarter like you hoped, you know? And it seems like, you know, the closest one is freaking Killing, but that'll probably be like alongside freaking Forza, and just nobody will play it because it's going to be released alongside Forza. It's like Xbox just refuses to spread their shit out. That's like a first thing I thought, but still, Creature pot game was a good extra. Jay Baker, good start video. Alex, one day we'll get a new Spyro game. One day. That's maybe a showcase thing. I'm a little bit bummed, but at the same time, I think that is a good thing to hold for Showcase. I'm a little bit worried that they're going to hold a lot of their cards for Showcase, but again, it's like, cool. Are you just going to ignore the front half of the year? Like, why do we got to do that? Why do we got to ignore the front half of the year? C2, yeah, this was the best dev direct from Xbox in my opinion. Wow, even though I didn't like how Killen looked. Jay Baker, I see you guys later. Have a good weekend. Got to work later, Rob. Yeah, Rob saying see you guys later. Again, we're going to go into a deep dive in this tonight, just sharing first impressions right now. But yeah, to me, this is like, I'd say I think 2024 was my least favorite developer. No, I don't think it's true either. Yeah, admittedly, I think this was my least favorite one. I say least favorite. That doesn't mean bad. It's just least favorite. I won't go into why. I'll save that for later. But yeah, so stay tuned for later tonight where we will talk about the show more in depth. But I'm just so glad that Double Fine got to get a little Vidoc on them. That's what I hope for like every team at Xbox, that I think that's why it's like, I really like, that's why I would take out Beast Reincarnation. And it's like, why don't you show your character? Why don't you show your studios, your own in-house studios, and promote with them? That's why to me, like 2023 was my favorite one, because it was like all in-house peeps. Let's add character to our peeps. But this one ran circles around the one with Visions of Mana. Yeah. Not to me, but that's just because that Visions of Mana one, Indiana Jones, bro. Indiana Jones, Avowed. I think there was something else. I don't remember what it was. Mike, much more confident in drafting Fable this year after that. Yeah, they did their homework on Fable, man. They did their freaking homework on Fable. Oh my God. Joey, it's the 25th anniversary. They're holding their nuclear bombs for their big showcase. Like, that's probably what they're doing, Joey, but I don't like it. You have 40 active projects in development, and literally Matt Booty, the head of the studios, said the words, and I quote, "There's too much for us to fit into this developer direct that we are releasing this year." When you say a statement like that, then why? You know, like if you're releasing that much stuff this year, why are we not talking about them? Why are we only showing 3 of what your studios are making, you know? Like, but anyway, Kyle, Fable was game of the show. That's a good question. What was game of the show to folks? Patrick, I got my eye on Killen. Peter, still quite enjoyed it, but it isn't quite setting the world on fire. To be honest, for some reason, well, Fable was definitely, I guess, yeah, Fable was game of the show, but it's like, I still have so many questions. There's so many questions I still have about Fable, but they finally gave us a look at it and they did their freaking homework. But it's just like, you know, you guys brought up the morality system, which they talked about, but it's like, what about the stuff about the, you know, transforming and whatnot? Is that coming back or what? And there was glimpses of the story that was in the previous 2 trailers that we don't get context to, you know, like the kind of, there's still a lot of unanswered questions about Fable. And so I feel like Forza Horizon 6 and Killen and Beast, I came out of those understanding the games much more. Killen, they could have pitched better, but Forza Horizon 6, I feel like in terms of the directs, I understood exactly what Forza Horizon 6 was. I understood exactly what this game is about, and I completely get what we're going for, you know? And so, like, I feel like the directs, I feel like that one was the most straightforward, but yeah, I think they all were fine. Killen was just a hard one to pitch, man. That's a hard one to pitch. I'm looking forward to talking about that later tonight. Patrick, it's between Forza and Fable for game of the show. Creature, I have a bias towards Killen because of Alexander. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious, but I really wish that there was a 5th game here. I think that's what I feel was missing, is just like, I just don't like for Xbox's 25th anniversary. You know, they're making it seem like this is going to be such a huge year for them that they didn't have a fifth one. Like, even if we look at this graphic here, if we look at this graphic, there's room on the bottom. There's room on the bottom for one more. And I don't know, man, just 3 first-party games and a partner. I don't know. Like, I think that's my one bummer. And just nothing. The only one that has a date is Forza. That's the only one that has a date. What is the big partner thing that we're going to be playing in the freaking first couple months of the year? Apparently nothing. I'm too latched onto that, but anyway. And by the way, like this kind of talk will happen a little bit tonight, but I definitely want to just tonight we're going to be going in through each game one by one, just giving our thoughts on them and questions that we still have, and maybe questions that were answered and how we feel about it. But I still love these. I still love these presentations and each of them individually and whatnot. But Kyle, what if there's another developer direct? That would be great. That would be great. But if they were, then I feel like they would have showed different games here. You know, like if Fable is coming, if they knew Fable was going to be in autumn, then I feel like, I don't know. I don't think they would have showed Fable. If I feel like they would have focused on stuff like Killing that's like coming in the spring or sooner, or maybe stuff in the summer like Beast of Reincarnation. But and then Showcase sets up the back half of the year. That's what I'm saying. Showcase sets up the back half of the year. Cool. The only thing in the front half of the year that we see here is Killing and maybe Beast. But overall, I'm super pleased with Forza. I think it looks like Forza Horizon 6. I had no concerns. I'm glad that they showed the dune buggies, literally addressing my concerns about that. I'm very curious about the settlement mechanic. Killing was just such a pleasant surprise. I definitely think the pitch of that game is a really hard one to nail. I'm definitely looking forward to talking about that more tonight. Yeah, I'm just glad they got a little documentary and the chance to keep making games like this. Because it's a game that many people will play high guard instead of Killing, kind of a thing, you know. But it depends. I wonder if I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it's a sleeper hit. Beast of Reincarnation looks really cool. I definitely thought the running animations got a little bit weird, but the concept of the game, admittedly, it seems like a very safe game to me. But most of all, it's just look at Game Freak making something that actually looks good. And Fable, man, I feel like the summary of Fable is they did their homework. Let's really study some stuff about the original games and what made those games so unique. And I feel like they did tone down the visuals pretty heavily, but you know, I guess that kind of proves the stuff we were looking at before was more like very polished ideas of the gameplay rather than the actual gameplay. But they did their homework, and I have a lot more questions about it. So there's going to be more of a deep dive about this tonight when we talk about it on Codename Good Game. Kyle, day one on Fable and Forza Horizon 6. Yeah. And 06, this is also know the last product. I don't know what that means. And Ash, frankly speaking, they could have showed Fable in the summer showcase and extended showcase in Gamescom. Well, I think the summer show, you know how they always attach something to the end of those. I think that's going to be Gears of War E-Day. They're going to have that devoted to 20-minute developer direct or whatever. It's going to be devoted to Gears of War E-Day. I'm pretty confident in that. I'm telling you, man, I think that showcase is going to be potentially the best showcase we have ever seen from Xbox. 2024, 2021, 2017/18. Those are great shouts, but I have a very, very strong feeling that showcase this year is going to be really insane, insane. But I just don't want them holding all their cards until then, you know? So, but anyway, I'm looking forward to talking these more in detail tonight. We'll be doing that at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and to just figure out more about these games and thinking about did they impress? Did they not? The Killing conversation is definitely going to be an interesting one, probably Fable as well. And of course, if you have any thoughts throughout the day, if you have any questions actually as well, put them in the community tab or the comments of this stream or Twitter. if you want to like just bring up something that could be an interesting talking point for me and Rob tonight. And also stay tuned for the game. And of course, if you feel like supporting, feel free to go to patreon.com/SamuraiKibji, like the Patreon Guardians are that I shouted out at the beginning. But I appreciate all of you for sticking by and watching this. Let me know, like, what did you think of this Developer Direct? I'm going to go. Be awesome.